Good morning, students. Welcome to our KLE's Degree College of Commerce. Let us continue our discussion on industrial economic subject. First unit, industrial development. In last class, we completed concept of private sector, growth of private sector, introduction of private sector, performance of private sector, merits and demerits of private sector in India. We completed in last class. Today we are going to discuss the next concept is joint sector or triple P concept. Triple P means public private partnership. The manufacturing activities or economical activities taken by both sector like public and private sector. Both sectors are investing capital and earning profit from completion of projects related economics. Like the joint sector is very important in nowadays the modern days of economy and even ancient days also and 19th century and 18th century and before pre-independence day of India, post-independence day of India. So joint sector is very dominant role in developing nations. Okay, because of the private sector only concentration on economic power become a monopoly power to exploiting people to increasing the price of all commodities. So therefore, the public sector is joint sector is very important for developing nations. And even the failure of public sectors, the failure of public sector, so such as laws, so inefficiency and corruption. So these purposes, even public sector also suffering from lot of problems. So therefore, both sector collaboration is very important to lead economic prosperity and acceleration of capital. So therefore joint sector is very important for Indian economy. Okay, so what do you know about what is the meaning of joint sector? Joint sector is nothing but the ownership and management are shared by both public sector and private sector is called joint sector. The which industries are run by the public and private enterprises is called joint sector, and presently we call public private partnership. The joint sector concept is very important even though pre-independence day of India also and post-independence day of India also. See, the government of India was set up Datta Committee or Licensing Policy of Inquiry Committee. Licensing Policy of Inquiry Committee or Inquiry Committee set up by Government of India under the chairmanship of Professor Datta. The policy, the Samiti or committee main aim is to reducing concentration of economic power. So because of the private sector enterprises, those enterprises are profit motivated enterprises. They are always designed to earn profit. Sometimes the private sectors become a monopoly power. So when private sectors are become a monopoly, will be exploiting the people. However, price is increasing and decreasing. The unscientific scarcity of goods and services and mass production and low production. So failure of market. See, therefore, the government of India was set up the Datta Committee or licensing policy of inquiry committee under the chairmanship of Datta. The main aim of the Samiti to reducing concentration of economic power by the private sector. See, the concentration of economic power by the private sectors. This purposes Government of India was set up this Samiti. The Samiti was taken more than a year to study of joint sector merits, demerits, and all recommendations was suggested by Datta Committee to central government. So then such enterprises are Madras refineries in the year of 1965. In the year of 1965, Madras refineries collaboration with public sector and private sector, and one more is Air India. Air India is also run by both sectors, private and public sectors. See, both central and state collaboration with private sector. So, conservation of loans, equity by the central financial institution. The central financial institutions, so conversion of loan to equity in central financial institution by the public sector and private sector. See, here such a type of industries are Hyderabad, like Madras refineries and Gujarat State Fertilizer Companies, Cochin refineries, Andhra Pradesh mills, and Madras fertilizers, Air India, and Madras fertilizers. Such a type of joint sectors were existed in India, and also the pre and post independence day also. In the role of Mysore dynasty. The Mysore dynasty, the both sectors, private and public sector projects were undertaken by private and public sector to completion, and to make development of the country. So even pre-independence day of India also, post-independence day of India also, the joint sector was become very dominant role in developing nations. So then the growth rate of joint sector. See, the growth rate of public-private partnership of 1989, 1989 and 90. So 2,333 joint sector enterprises were existed, and those capital 7.5% is invested by private and public sector. And further in 1997 and 98, so investment was 71,637 crore. 71,000 in the year of 1997 and 98. The investment made by the public and private enterprises, 71,637 crore investment by public and private sector, and providing employment to the people, 6,68,000 employment generated by joint sector in India. So, like joint sector are very important for developing nations, because of we studied in last class of public sector and private sector, both sectors are having merits and demerits. See, for example, if you take private sector concentration only profit and become a monopoly power, it leads to inflation, leads to exploiting of the people. If you take public sector also suffering from a lot of problems. For example, corruption, interference of dominant persons or politicians, inefficiency And by the private sector, the economic concentration on economic power. See, here also demerits and here also demerits. The government of India was planned to exist in joint sector. The joint sector, both sectors will be concentration on efficient work done by the joint sector. For example, construction of roads, construction of buildings, and construction of buildings, roads, like such a school, and national highways, and in companies, mineral companies, steel companies, fertilizer companies. See, the both sectors are successfully running, collaboration of both. So then the benefits of joint sectors. So what are the benefits are in joint sector? The first benefit, reduce economic power. See, the reduced economic power. See, the government main aim is welfare of the nation and people, but not the private sector will be doing like this. The private sector aim is earning profit from the productive activities. Welfare is secondary because of the private individuals. They are investing their money with riskable, either will be gain or loss. So that purposes the private capitalist always profit motive persons. So it will become a monopoly power. It will become a monopoly power. So when the goods are become a monopoly power, so people are suffering, people are unhappy, people are miserable for purchasing goods and services in the market because of simultaneously hiking prices by the monopoly firms like private sector industries. So then the public sector enterprises aim is welfare. Welfare of the people and nation will not become a monopoly, it will become a nationalization. Nationalization, it is nothing but, for example, if you take the PDS system, public distribution system. So which one country is become a monopoly power, that company, sometimes government of India will be nationalization. Nationalization will be government of India will be undertaken and supplying goods and services to the rationing. So such a type of circumstance also existed in India. So then the second is to overcome failure. To overcome failure of private sector and public sector also. Even public sector also failures in efficiency of producing goods and services, lack of efficiency in laborers, and loss continuously lost by the public sector enterprises, and corruption, interference of politicians and other persons in public sector enterprises. Likewise, the various public sector enterprises were closed in recent days also. For example, the HMT watch company was closed because of such a type of problems. See, then the Air India also, disinvestment by government of India, and defense industries also, joint sector, to overcome failure of public and private sector. Not only public sector, even the private enterprises also, they are failure. They are failure in earning profit, in efficiency, in efficient utilization of natural resources, mismanagement, the labor disputes, both sectors are overcome failure. So when will be joining both are. So then the acceleration of growth. Acceleration of growth is nothing but both. So when two sectors are going to be doing projects or programs, the growth will be automatically, we are achieving growth rate stable. In agriculture sector, industrial sector, and banking sector, see, in banking sector, service sector, service sector, industrial sector, and private sector. In three sectors, the growth will be so achieved by India. So when joint sector will be undertaken all programs and projects to completion, to making up roads, to making up buildings, completion of various programs by government of India. See, therefore, because of the efficient administrative sector by public sector and efficient administrative sector by government of India, so there is no scarcity of capital, there is no scarcity of laborers, so everything will be so healthy environment added by the public and private sector. So the balanced regional development. See, balanced regional development is nothing but see the firms, industries in commonly private industries or concentration only specific location. Because of particular location will be covered localization factors, availability of labor, availability of market, availability of finance, availability of water, availability of power, availability of transport, market. See, where such a type of all factors are so available in a particular place, so such location will be selected by private industries. The remaining geographical area are suffering from so lack of industries. So that is why when government and public sector, both sector will be undertaken and establishing any type of industries in agriculture sector, industrial sector or service sector, so will be so balanced regional development made by joint sector. Because of government of India will be searching, so where there is no industries, so there is a plan to establishment of joint sector in India. So therefore, in developing nations and developed nations, those joint sector so has been shining. It means the shining star of the economy, joint sector. Because of here, so either will be gain or loss. Both sector will be responsible for gain and loss. And see the private individuals and even government also. So further days, so when both sectors will be running any projects, will be earning profit. So therefore, the joint sector is very important. So than the public and private sectors. The present and nowadays the government of India so will be approaching triple P plans for all project for completion. So triple P is nothing but public private partnership. So that is we called joint sector. In earlier we called joint sector, but in present we called public private partnership for undertaken any economical activities in agriculture sector, industrial sector and service sector. Let me stop. We shall continuing our so discussion in the next class, that is multinational companies.